Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to figure out my life in regards to the Punta Cana album. So I have some pages in page protectors already, and I've got a couple extra page protectors. So what my plan is to look at these pages that I've completed for the Punta Cana album, look at the photos I have left, and figure out which photos get actual pages and which photos are going to either be put in page protectors or put onto cardstock and just placed in the album. Now this is something that I did with our Hearst Castle pictures because, my word, you guys, I had a ton of them. And I was kind of hoping to keep Punta Cana in one album. It might go over to two, but that is the plan. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is look at my layouts. So this is going to be the title. These are our feet photos, and I've got a couple feet photos, so I obviously am not going to scrapbook them again. And then we have a drink. So basically, I am not worried about any kind of order for this album. I'm not concerned with, you know, if beach photos are next to pool photos. Like that's, I'm not bothered by that, and I'm not even thinking about that. All I want is this to be my title page, right? The other stuff I could care less. There's no order to this. I love this man so much. There's no order to what I'm doing. There's no order. Like, I don't care if things are not next to each other. Now, that might seem really weird, but in this case, it was just so fun, and just everything was amazing. And I don't really care if the photos are mixed up. Like, I don't have any kind of philosophy or thought process behind this Punta Cana album other than a color scheme. Like, and that's just the way it is. And sometimes, you guys, sometimes that's just the way creativity takes you, right? Sometimes you want some sort of album philosophy where you're keeping things throughout your entire album, where you have color, you have a story, you have something. And like I said, that's a huge shaker. This one, the only thing it is the colors. Like, I have consistent colors throughout the albums. Now, that isn't to say that every single page does not have every single color on it, right? Like, every single page does not have every single color on it. It's just a color story that kind of goes throughout the entire album. So basically, I just need to get all of the layouts in page protectors. Flamingos! I just got to get all the layouts in the page protectors, and then I can figure out the photo situation. And also, this is kind of just giving you permission, not that you need my permission, but sometimes you just need to hear it. It's giving you permission to not scrapbook every single photo from an event, right? Like, and these are pretty thick layouts. Some of them are really thick, especially that full page shaker. But some of them aren't. And yeah, all right, so I'm gonna get familiar with my layouts. So I've got my feet photo, a beverage on the beach, an overview of the hotel, pictures of us enjoying the lounge, you know, lots of pictures of us. Food, swimming, drinking, laying in the cabana, more cabana pictures, the fountains, decorations at the hotel, some birds, more hotel photos, flamingos, more hotel photos, and another hotel photo. So that's what I have right now. So lots of just pretty layouts, if I do say so myself, with my color story, right? And all of these are basically the colors that are going to be in the entire album. And I still have a good inch worth of pictures here. Is this a full inch? Nope. It's not a full inch. Almost a full inch of pictures. So I'm going to go through these pictures and I'm going to choose ones that I want to have actual layouts for. And then what I'm going to do is put the rest in either, like I said, photo protectors or just put on a page like this. And then a lot of the times I actually decorate a little bit on the page. I think I've showed my Hearst Castle albums that way. I'm not sure. I think there's over 1,000 videos on my channel, so I don't remember them all. Okay, so feet pictures, obviously already done. So this is going to be the pile of stuff that is not going to get its own page. A beach picture, this is the maybe. So no, maybe, and then yes. I've already scrapbooked a picture that looks very similar to this, but I want this to go together. This might be a 2-page spread, so I'm going to put that off to the side. These are photos of us and in the pool in the back. This is a maybe. That's a no. So I'm going to have no vertical and no horizontal. Those are pool pictures. I've already scrapbooked these. I've already scrapbooked the pool too, so that's gonna go in no. This is not an attractive photo, but this is me trying a Cuban cigar. Not an attractive photo, that's gonna go there. I do wanna do the towel animals that we got. So this is a yes. So the yes is gonna go over here. I've scrapbooked mini pictures already of us eating the food like this, so these are going to be no's. There's a whole story with the cigars, so that'll be there. I really wanted to scrapbook these birds still. Again, these are hotel photos, so I might want to put these in like a 2-page spread. So these are going to be a yes. This is us, the plane. You guys know I have to scrapbook airplanes. So all of these, not a Disney trash can. This is going to be a no. This is Mama Juana, and we actually went to Punta Cana before in the past, I think in like 2007-ish, with some friends, and Mama Juana was a joke. So Christopher took a photo with it and we sent it to our friend. Okay. This definitely needs a story, so that's gonna go here. These are more of, this is a separate story. These are more of the hotel, so that can go on the 2-page spread. More hotel. This is breakfast. There's a story here, so I would always get 2 cucumbers and one of these cheese knots, so that's a story. This is hotel. This is not a good photo. Christopher smiling so big his glasses popped up off of his face. These are the travel photos. Food photos that aren't really great. Christopher wants this to be a series. Yes, I smoked a cigar. You can judge me harshly if you want to. I love this photo of us, so that's a yes. I actually love all the photos of us, so that's probably a yes. The hotel things are going to go here. This is, pretty sure this is breakfast one morning because there's coffee. That might go with the breakfast story. Oh, these are photos of me in a bathing suit. Nobody needs to see those. So those will go over there. This is on our balcony. So this is a story that needs to be told. Here's another one of those towel animals. It's just a photo of me. He just has like these ridiculous amount of photos and weird facial expressions, and so those will go there. That doesn't need to be a story. That's a story. That doesn't need to be a story. That bird doesn't need to be a story. That doesn't need to be. This is Christopher picking out cigars, so that needs to be a story. This is a bad photo. That doesn't need to be a story. The talent needs to be a story. There's a story there that needs to be told. The sinks. I took a picture of these sinks and sent them to Lana because she hates them. This is Christopher reading a book. He actually reads on vacation. This is room stuff, and there's me with a glass of wine. Okay, so there's actually a story with the wine too, but we don't need that. So these photos, and these photos right here, are definitely not going to be scrapbooked with layouts, right? So I figured that out. Now, I've got to figure out which photos here are actually going to be a story. So these will definitely be a story, right? Like the towel animals are a story, or a layout at least. So those are going to go there. Okay. This, us on our pool deck, the walkout deck is going to be a story, so those will go there. There's a couple photos of us that I mean, guys, I love us. So these will probably be stories. So I'm going to put them there. This is a whole thing of a cigar, so that'll be there. That's a cigar story. Christopher reading is a story. Now, I'm wondering if... So, this is him at the beach, but this is him at the cabana. I'm wondering if I have a photo to go. Okay, so that's a story. We have a story with the restaurant, and I don't remember. I have a story of my coffee. I mean, could I put these two together? I'll probably put these two together so it won't be just a thing of the restaurant. So that's a story. Okay, I've actually already got a bunch of birds in here, so I'm gonna put the birds. The birds are getting put away. They're gonna go in the non-story. Mama Lana needs to be a story. I'm not gonna make this a story. This is when we arrived, but that's not gonna be a story. That's gonna go away. I lost my... Okay, Ready Player One. That's those. That's me. That's us. Us on the deck. I lost... Okay, this is the breakfast story. Oh, here it is. I put it in here. Okay. This is Christopher picking out in the cigar room. And this is part of that there. That one's not going to be a story. I feel like I need to put that in there. I gotta look at my photos again to see if I have a tiki hut. Okay, and then I have my plain pictures. So, not a Disney trash can. I'm gonna put it in the story. Plain food. So that's a story. Masking it up, that's a story. Now, I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually use for my plain photos, so I'm going to put them there with the expectation that some of them are going to end up in this pile over here where it isn't an actual layout. So yeah, my album is going to be 2 albums. Let's be real. So this is the bed and the tub, which, you know, are the important parts of the room. So that's a story. And then these are the entertainment. That's a story. These are outdoor and like indoor, even though it truly wasn't indoor. Outdoor, indoor, indoor. That was actually outside. Indoor, outside, indoor, indoor. So I don't know which one of these I will use because this will be a 2-page spread. It actually might, 1, 2, 3, 4. That light was weird. So again, these are the outdoor photos. So I don't know which ones will make the cut, but those are there. So I've like halved my photos. So let's look and see if I got the tiki huts anywhere. Okay, so the tiki huts aren't really anywhere, so that needs to be that on the beach. So that needs to be a story as well. So now that I've decided that I'm bringing in another photo, what I'm going to do is look and see if I have any beach photos to go around. I mean, I could do another foot photo. That one. So I could do another foot photo with it just so that there's 2 photos on the page instead of 1. Okay, so let's see. So this is just under a 1/2 inch. And this is like a 1/4 inch. So I got rid, I'm not getting rid, like these will go in full page. So that's that. Now I have these. So let's scrapbook a layout now that I've gone through this. And I've got to figure out which album I want to use for Punta Cana and get that situated, because like I said, it's definitely going to take 2 albums. Okay, I've said all the things. I've done all the things. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so this layout comes together pretty quickly. I have a dotted Swiss khaki colored cardstock. I've got the wild asparagus floral paper. I pulled out a yellow sheet of plain cardstock, and then I've got a little bit of scraps that I have been using for this album project. So I go ahead and trim down that pink paper, and then I'm going to distress the edges because I love me a distressed edge. I am just going to adhere this straight on down to that khaki colored cardstock. It gives me almost an inch all the way around the layout. So since I have an, I was going to say since I have whatever I was going to say just escaped my mind, but since I have a funky shaped photo situation going here with 1 portrait and 1 landscape,
I decided to just butt them up against each other on this yellow cardstock and plop it right on down. Now I am using the scraps of paper that I'd pulled out earlier to build up some layers. So that wood strip that's going almost all the way across the page, and then that blue paper and that little bit of flamingo paper. Now I decided that I needed a little bit more excitement because this is a very paper heavy layout. So I grabbed some glitter tape that has a humper border on it and placed it down there. Now in the video, you can't really tell that it's a humper border. You just see some sparkly little bits right there. But up close and personal, you can definitely tell it's a humper border. So I've got this Simple Stories page, I forget what they call them. Page something, I think. And it says escape on it. So I'm going to grab a, the word is escaping me. An X-Acto knife. Oh my word, you guys. I'm going to grab an X-Acto knife. I cut out the extra insides. I didn't make you watch that though, so I pulled that off the camera. And then I am using some pop foam to go ahead and pop up some of these die cuts and things that I have in my Punta Cana album kit. So I go ahead and get the word down here, and it's basically going to fill up that yellow space that's left over on the cardstock. I'm also going to place down some florals. I'm going to layer them up. I'm going to overlap them with each other. Words are failing me, like they are tripping over themselves coming out of my mouth. So now I'm just looking around about what else I can add, because like I said, not a lot going on this layout. It's very paper heavy. I did put that burlap paper in that pink color on the right hand side of the layout poking out, because it gives it a little bit of a texture interest, and it's just a little pop of bright color. I was thinking about adding in these photo corner stickers, but ultimately I decided not what I really wanted to do. So I add in some enamel dots instead, because, you know, enamel dots sometimes they just help out a layout when you just need that little extra bit of final touch. So I am going to journal, and I journal up here in this yellow space as well. I just felt like that yellow space was super big and expansive, and I didn't really do anything to camouflage it or cover it up. So I decided the journaling there would definitely help with that. Now there is yellow in that pink paper if you're wondering where in the world I got the yellow color from. But it is there, I promise. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.